third period now. Felix of Revere up against Moulin of West Branch. Want to remind all of you, not only will we have the All-Star meet in wrestling from Cleveland State here on Viacom, a lot more great things coming up. I want to thank our sponsor, Society Bank, Cleveland Sporting Goods, Ursuline College, and Visual Adventures. And don't forget the Shaker Heights Recreation Department, who particularly came out and threw in a nice little commercial spot about their summer camps.
Steve Felix, in the meanwhile, makes a nice move for an escape, gets 1 point. Now he's making the match a little bit more interesting as a score is 7-4.
I never thought we'd be at this point because I just thought Felix had the pin. I did. I conceded it to him right there. That's why I'm not wrestling.
Well, pins don't come this easily this far along the line. Eric Moulin doesn't get the takedown. Boy, that's another time. He's got about 9/10 of the way there and nothing to show for it. Felix shoots, Moulin checks him off. Felix rolls, Moulin slips behind him. Nice. A little bit sloppy on Steve Felix's part. Now he's got a tilt, Moulin has. And he's got his back exposed for the 5 count. That'll be 3 more points. It's 9-4 now. There's 3 more. That makes it 12-4. And we're seeing Eric Moulin now all of a sudden get into the driver's seat. He's built an 8-point lead here, Jim.
You know, something interesting with this 12-4 score now, 55 seconds remaining. I was just looking going into today's semifinal action. St. Ed's had 9 wrestlers remaining. All 9 made it to that so-called Final Four that sends you to Columbus. So did St. Joe's, who was in second place. They had 4 wrestlers coming in to the semifinals, and all 4 made it to either the consolation bout or the championship. And as Mike has told you throughout, the score now is 12-5. That's how you go to Columbus.
The best of the rest in our viewing area is number 7. Mayfield did an impressive job this afternoon. Has 3 wrestlers. Now what you're seeing here is you see Felix with a little bit of desperation, trying to throw him with that lateral drop, trying to throw Moulin to his back. You see this sort of thing happen with 30 seconds left and you're down by that many points. Moulin, however, checks him off, and I think he's got Felix on the run now.
By the way, Mayfield, I believe, won their district last week, did they not?
How about a surprise? That was great.
They won it over Euclid, came from behind.
You know, most people predicted Euclid and possibly St. Joe's, and Mayfield snuck up on both of them and ended up winning their district.
12-5, that is the score here in the third period. And it has been an impressive bout for Mr. Felix. He has just done it all right.
There you see Steve Felix again on the ready. Tries that lateral. Eric Moulin's been all over him in this match. Felix again trying a desperation move. Not enough.
So, your winner in the 119-pound matchup, Steve Felix of Revere. He wins it by a score of 12. Excuse me, Eric Moulin, I should say, wins this one by a score of 12-5. So Eric Moulin, your winner, 12-5. We'll be back after this word from Society Bank.
Let's move here when we retire.
Maybe we'll buy this.
Channel 32.